How's it going? Courtney Koenig here, igniting your human design to become a powerful, profitable, purposeful boss in your business and in your life. Warning signs, warning signs, warning signs. What is human design trying to warn you about? On one of my kids' cars, we have four kids. Two of them are adult kids, and two are teenage kids. And there's this warning sign on his car, and we're like, okay, we got to get it checked out. But then, we're like, oh, maybe it's just something silly, and we don't want to get it checked out. Do you not find yourself justifying warning signs? Or do you do something even worse? Do you just fly right through them? Or like, oh, discount the warning sign that you're having. Or perhaps you don't even know what your warning sign is. Now, in human design, there's a warning sign. And that means we're not living our human design to the fullest. We're not aligned. So think about it. If you're driving down a car and you're going down the freeway and the wheels are all shaky and it's all misaligned, right? It's harder to control the car. It's harder to brake, right? It's harder to shift into the next lane and feel in control of their destination and get on the off ramps and such things. Same thing with your human design. That alignment is everything. And people talk about that all the time, right? What is the alignment? What are we trying to go for? This human design gives you that warning sign and it helps you to get back into alignment. Now, if you've had this warning sign, and I'll go through by design type, don't think that you have, you're messed up or something like that, or things are going wrong. It's just happens to everyone, but it's what you decide to do about it. One, will you actually acknowledge it? Two, will you do something about it? And remember, I'm trying to help you create your $1 million pathway. Open that up to the possibilities that your dreams will come true and you can have the life and the abundance that you're searching for, and utilize your passion to do what you love. All right. So with these warning signs, this is a not self theme, and each of your not self themes, and by design, gives you the signal that you are to watch out for. Okay, so be aware of it, honor it, and let's do these workarounds to help you get back into alignment so that your journey can move forward with an accelerated pace that's your pace. Whenever I talk about acceleration, we always think fast, right? Fast is not always smooth, and smooth is not always fast. And so we're building this alignment for you, your purpose. What are you here to do? And what are you here to become? Projectors. Your not self theme, your warning sign is bitterness. Visibility and being acknowledged for things is really helpful for your energy type. You bring awesome to the table, and sometimes that awesome is not acknowledged, right? Or sometimes you step into this arena and you haven't been invited. And that's a whole nother thing for projectors, right? Is to be invited in. Showcase what you have and allow people to gravitate towards you. But if you're having these interactions and you're like, well, I don't know, this isn't going super well, or I'm not being acknowledged for my awesomeness, I'm not being shown for all that I can do, and it's not going as well as I thought it would. It's not being as received. And so bitterness is going to come up. Now, notice that bitterness can look or feel how it feels to you as an individual. So when you're feeling off in those moments, I want you to think, okay, how does this feel to me? What is this feeling? And then as you are aware of that, you're going to start to build a protocol in your life of, what does bitterness feel like to me? What does it feel like to me? Where is it coming from? And what is it doing for me in my life? So be aware of that and make your steps to Shift out of bitterness and shift into your aligned design type. Manifestors and generators, yours is frustration. That's your not self theme, is frustration, your warning sign. Just because you can do all the things doesn't mean you should, even if money is involved. Look at the bigger picture of what lights you up in your business and in your life, and stay with those tasks, stay with those passions. Allow that creation to work and happen with you. And as you do so, you're going to magnetize other people towards you, because that generator energy is just a beautiful thing to watch in motion. And that excitement can create magic. It can create the next step for you to do, and it can generate even more power within you. So you look at that frustration. How does frustration feel to you? And what does it look like? Are there times where it's triggered more in your life? And I want you to start building this awareness around your not self theme, because oftentimes, again, especially with MGs and generators, you're just going to push through stuff, right? You're just going to hit the next level. You're going to do this, but stepping back can allow you to see what you need to see, to feel what you need to feel. And a lot of times with your design type, we're going to kind of take your mind out of the process, and we're going to go with your gut. And you can't go with your gut if you don't know how that feels. So step back to step forward. Manifestors, yours is anger. And you have these great ideas, these abundance of ideas and things that you want to do. You're like, let's go, and you leave everybody in the dust because you're initiating, you're manifesting this idea, and you're going to go to action. So there's this anger that can be built up when people are like, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? I don't get it. What's the deal here? Collaboration and teamwork are your heroes. And that's going to create a shift in this anger and acknowledging that anger, right? Like, why can't people keep up? Why don't they get my ideas? Why aren't they understanding the direction I want to go in? I can see it so clearly. So really work on that communication skills. That's going to dissipate that anger as well. I want you to think, how is anger showing up in your life? And when is it showing up? Start building that awareness. So as a muscle, you can start learning and responding instead of just doing and going and not realizing what's actually happening. Reflectors, your not self theme is disappointment. Honor the flow of your energy. Release that comparing to others. Your gift is your perspective. And it's not working the whole project, okay? You don't need to work the whole thing. You don't need to execute like an MG or a Gen. And you're meant to operate differently, and your business will look different than other people's business, but you bring amazing perspective and sensitivity to your projects. And that can create this gap and disappointment that you feel inside versus what other people are feeling or seeing or doing. And so be aware of that. So again, what does disappointment look like for you? What does it feel like? And when does it come towards you? When does it happen typically in your life? So again, as we're developing these skills, as you develop these skills and you look at what can you do next? What can you do with this not self-theme? How can you yield to it so that you can make greater progress in your next steps? It's a clue. It's a really phenomenal clue that can help you to reach the next level. All right. Now I want you guys to subscribe and leave a review. And when you do, I'll shout you out on my social platforms. It's been so awesome here talking to you about your next steps and the warning signs that human design can help you and guide you through, take you to the next level. And this is your atlas of who you're meant to become.